So what can you do if you suspect that you are neurodivergent or you have a child who is neurodivergent? So the first thing you can do is to speak to your healthcare service provider, right? And your healthcare service provider, I'm sure, will direct you on how to get a diagnosis, right? And the process of getting a diagnosis can be quite tasking, but while you are at it, it's also important to look out for parent communities and support groups around neurodiversity, right? We have a lot of them, have a lot of charities who support parents who have neurodivergent children. For instance, we have the Autism Society UK. That's a big umbrella for parents who have autistic children. Then we also have the Autism Voice UK, which is a Black and ethnic minority organization that is actually out to support parents or people from the Black and ethnic minority group who are neurodivergent, right? Autism Voice UK, they're very good, and they can signpost you to support groups around your area. These support groups are very important because they help. You hear stories of other people and how they are navigating. You hear how they were able to get diagnosis. You hear, what has helped them, how their children are developing, how they have gotten help and support for their families and for their children. So what can you do for your child? I think that we need a shift in perspective from understanding that, whatever it is or however it is that your child is expressing, in terms of neurodiversity, you have to understand that they cannot help themselves. And depending on what it is for you, your child, and your family, it can be challenging, right? Having a child who has extra needs, who needs extra attention, who needs extra understanding. It is also important to understand that the child is struggling, and that it is important to create a safe space for them, because creating a safe space for them is the first step in helping them relax, helping them make sense of what is going on, and helping them progress, right? So the primary goal that you would have as a parent is to ensure that you create a safe space for your child and that you show up for your child, because we live in a world where children who are neurodiverse would always be judged, would always be treated differently. So as a parent, you have to be ready to always speak up for your child, to help your child understand that they're safe and that they have somebody who is behind them. Essentially, create a safe space around your child. Give access to only people who understand them and who will treat them right, and exclude them from any environment that is toxic for them, and environments where they will not be understood and where they will not be treated right. I think this is the first step in navigating the reality of living with a child who is neurodiverse.